Hey, little meadowlark, where have you gone? Where, oh where have you been so long? Oh, the summer's come, and I've waited all winter just to hear your song.
Today we are going to explore how Jalan Crossland has used music to tell stories about place, experience, and working class life in the American West. Who are we as a culture? As a culture, we are self-sufficient and independent, but willing to help those in need was little sought. We are private people who are generally humble about what we are good at, but still proud of what we are able to accomplish. We have a sense of pride about doing things our own way. According to Wyoming Tribune, Crossland songs reflect a blue-collar Wyoming lifestyle, from the lonely life of chicken truckers traveling the country to a dream of living in a trailer in the tiny town of Bosler, Wyoming. Why is music a powerful way to explore values? Music is a powerful way to explore values because it represents who we are as a community and individuals. According to concept albums, Music's Place in Storytelling, humans are hungry for stories in all forms. It's what, quite frankly, makes us human. Music encompasses so many other art forms. Lyrics symbolize the stories we are desperate to tell and hear. Who is Jalan Crossland? Jalan Crossland is a well-known banjoist, vocalist, and guitarist from Tensley, Wyoming. Jalan Crossland is nationally acclaimed by audiences, critics, and his musical peers as being a premier acoustic guitar, banjo player, singer-songwriter, and engaging showman. Along with dozens of regional contest awards, his extraordinary guitar work has earned him National Fingerstyle Guitar Champion, runner-up honors, and the state flatpick championship title of his home state. His album Sing-Alongs for the Apocalypse won Wyoming Public Radio's People's Choice Album of the Year award. In recognition for his contribution to the arts in Wyoming, he has been bestowed the Governor's Arts Award. According to his website, Jalan's songs are about drinking, fighting, hobos, roughnecks, trailer park fires, oil patch strippers, and little neighborhood dogs that bite. Are lent their truth as strangers in fiction wobble by virtue of the fact that Jalan was raised and resides in a rural Wyoming mountain town, population 200 give or take.
It's too small a town to carry that around, but he lay that hatchet down. It's too small a town. Well, Billy married Jane, who cheated with my Uncle Blaine, who left her for her sister Sue, 'cause she worked down at the hood.
As we move along with the podcast, one of the questions I asked Jalan is how independence might play a role in some of his songs. People show their independence out here by living in isolation and relying on their own knowledge to do things their own way without needing help. It's important to people out here to be able to enjoy their own company. The geography out here is a lot of wide open land right at our doorstep that we are free to explore and lots of space to be alone.
Independence is a big value in the West, but your music also shows the loneliness that can come with it. How do you balance those ideas in your storytelling?
Well, there is a lonely quality to being out here in these vast expanses of windblown Wyoming country, and all of us living in these tiny little communities. Loneliness is a thing that's here. So yeah, I mean, you should, as a writer, you should try to write about all the angles of human experience that you can draw from. And loneliness is surely one of them. I think the other word you said was independence. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're better off if you can be independent and not need people all the time, particularly in a place where there's just not very many of us. And independence is really a strong value of American Western people, Wyoming in particular, I think.
Many people don't leave Wyoming. They stay to work on family ranches and farms. Some people like to live rural. It's important to people because they had connections to this place for their whole lives, just learning how to live here. Some people may think Wyoming is a tough place to live, too far to drive anywhere, no culture, no shopping, no a lot of things. But for those of us who choose to live here, those are things we might celebrate. No crowds, not buying a lot of the things the average person doesn't need.
making do on a lot less is a good thing too.
What do you think people from outside Wyoming often misunderstand about life here?
Well, I think they may see us as living in hardship, I think. They see the vast open spaces, the tiny little towns. They probably see us as having a lack of culture, or at least not, we don't have all the fancy restaurants and lots of, live music and museums. And we have all that, but not to the extent you would in a city, And I think they think there may not be opportunity here, that there is opportunity in the city. And I think they misunderstand us, that we live in some kind of hardship. And far from that, the fact that nobody's here and we make our own fun and our own culture is a lot of why we live here. And opportunity is in the eye of the beholder. If they're thinking of opportunity as having a good paying job, crunching numbers on spreadsheets in a cubicle in some city office building, then they can have that opportunity. I would prefer the opportunities here.
Another value Crossland's music touches on is the importance of the everyday person. In Wyoming, we are humble, we are hardworking, and we are capable of heroics. Living in the middle of huge, empty geographic areas means that we are called on to be EMTs, firefighters, cat and kid rescuers, and professional plumbers in any order. Jalan writes songs about people he sees living regular lives, people we'd see at the Bighorn or people cheering on the home team at a basketball game. I asked him about why he chooses to write about these characters in his songs.
Okay. A lot of your music focuses on everyday people rather than big heroes. What draws you to telling stories about ordinary lives in the West?
Ordinary people can be every bit as interesting as famous people. We all, every person just has a whole experience unto themselves that has all kinds of different emotions, and you can pick just about any person and dig in, listen to their stories a little bit, and look at who they are, and write a song about their experience. There's only so many famous people available around here for me to write about, and there's just lots of regular folks, and just observe the local, and also more people, I believe, will relate to a song about regular people, because we're all just regular people. And so, they're just going to relate more to songs about small things.
Well, I write you this letter from my downtown apartment. Pray you receive it before I am gone. Says I'm going out west just soon as I'm able, and I was kinda hoping you might come along.
I asked him if he ever went too far for his audiences with any of his song lyrics.
Do you ever play songs that people push back against that go too far for your audience?
Yeah, but it's just because they're a bunch no. There's only been a couple that I've had problems with. I have a song called Methamphetamine Saturday Night in the Country with You. And I had a few people at various shows harass me or email me after the show saying, I don't think you should be glamorizing methamphetamines. And the fact of the matter is I'm not glamorizing methamphetamines in that song. It's methamphetamine. It's a device by which the story is told. The song is actually a love song about two young kids, in their teens or 20s, say, living in a very small rural town, and there just ain't nothing to do on a Saturday night. And so it's basically, the song is about them taking drugs just for something to beat the boredom in small rural towns. And there's nothing about that song glorifying it or glamorizing it.
Grandpa drives an El Camino, and everywhere that we go, he throws his trash out the window, saying, son, I'm just creating jobs. My home is on the Bighorn Mountain. My home is on the Bighorn Mountain. My home is on the Bighorn Mountain, and I ain't coming back here anymore.
Jalan's music ties in the Western culture and values because he loves having fun, likes a good time, and manages to laugh at himself and us along the way.
What are important values that your audience relates to in your music?
Well, I think my audience is predominantly the rural Western, Wyoming and Western states, mountain people. So I think that they're, I guess, for as far as values, I think we're an independent lot, and they like my music to be fun and have a good time, and have a kind of a self-deprecating sense of humor. We can look at ourselves and laugh.
Music can shape culture because it can show values and beliefs, and it can build communities by bringing people together and creating traditions. According to Soundtrack of a City, local music scenes act as a living language, expressing everything from struggle and celebration to identity and pride. Jalan's performances build community and invite listeners to get involved and have a good time at his performances. He sings upbeat songs about Western life that crowds relate to and just enjoy. His songs are mostly about goofy experiences, and he never sticks to one genre. According to the New York Times, he casts a sardonic but affectionate eye on the rough-hewn lives of Western people. Crossland's Bighorn Mountain Blues is so popular in Wyoming that it's practically the official state song. The Wyoming Tribune also noted Jalan's popularity. Over more than 20 years, Crossland has slowly become the voice of the state, plucking out vivid stories about anything and everything on his guitar and banjo. Today, when people talk about Wyoming music, they talk about him. That's mostly because he has managed to capture the isolation and the glory that comes from living here, and it's so hard to convey.
When you look back at your body of work, what do you think it says about life in the American West?
It just says we're a mixed bag like everybody else, man. We got dark sides and we got light sides. And it's probably a good idea to accept all the sides from yourself and everybody else, because it's all part of the human experience and who we are.
I chose this project because to me, Jalan is more than a musician. He is someone I have known and watched for many years. This project gave me the chance to look at what makes his music meaningful, not just entertaining. I also thought it would just be a fun project to do. I would encourage many others to listen to his music or even go to his performances, because then you could experience the energy and sense of community they create.
Oh my God, smell them tires. Someone say the baby, it's a trailer park fire. Well, how did the whole thing get out of hand? I was burning spiders with an aerosol can. Oh my, smell them tires. Someone say the baby, it's a trailer park